call 911, seconds matter. And with each one that ticks by, the outcome once help arrives can change drastically. For one Onslow County mother I spoke to last November, the time lost in that 911 call may have cost her her child. And she's calling for change so no other family has to feel that same pain.
He's not breathing. He's not breathing.
That's the sound of Chastity Keeter in November of last year, desperately asking for help to save her 18-month-old son. In this Ring doorbell footage, you see EMTs coming in. About 4 minutes before that was when she says her son started acting strange.
He started going into one of his episodes. That's what they would call it, an episode. What he would get really stiff. He would do the lip smacking. He wouldn't eat. He wouldn't drink.
She says her son was previously diagnosed by doctors with a neurological disease that can cause muscle spasms. This time, she said his reaction was worse than she's ever seen before.
He wouldn't acknowledge you, like you would call his name or you snap your fingers, and he just wouldn't acknowledge you.
That's when she placed the call to Onslow County 911.
Onslow County 911 was the address of the emergency.
18-month-old baby's not breathing, he's blue.
After sharing her address and what she needed, the dispatcher continues to ask questions.
Is there a defibrillator available? If so, send someone now to get it. Tell me when you have it.
Have one available.
Defibrillator, AED.
No, I don't have one.
But no further instructions. A minute and 21 seconds into the call, they even seem to forget what's happening on the other end.
Hello?
Okay. Yeah, we're here. What do we do?
Who's here?
We're here with the baby.
Okay. Baby?
He's still not breathing.
Come on, baby. Okay. I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay in line and tell you exactly what to do next, okay?
Okay.
For 2 minutes of the call, the dispatcher falls silent. Even Keeter directly asks what to do. But seconds keep ticking by.
If we could have done just chest compressions or something like that to keep the blood flowing to his brain, maybe it would have been a different outcome.
It's impossible to say what would have happened if she'd been given instructions during that phone call. EMTs arrived after 4 minutes. The toddler later died at a hospital in New Hanover County. He's now just a memory.
Nobody should experience the pain of losing a child. Nobody should experience that. But especially if you call 911, they're supposed to tell you what to do. They're supposed to help you. That's why you call 911. That's what they're there for.
We reached out to Onslow County 911 for answers about what happened. We asked what kind of training their telecommunicator needs to be able to perform the job, and we're told all of them need a National Academy of Emergency Medical Dispatchers certification, which requires 40 hours of training and an annual recertification. They wouldn't tell us who took the call. An Onslow County spokesperson says the telecommunicator's work console malfunctioned during the emergency and the employee couldn't access post-dispatch instructions. When we asked if the problem was fixed, the spokesperson said they wouldn't comment any further. The series of events begs the question, do dispatchers need to know how to instruct someone on CPR without the help of a console? I talked to a 911 director here in the East, not in Onslow County, who said while each county is different, some have physical documents they can use to walk through the CPR process if their system goes down. But most telecommunicators also know how to give CPR instructions by memory. Meanwhile, Keeter has taken matters into her own hands for the future.
God forbid we see somebody on the street, we can help them. We know that skill now to be able to help somebody.
But she's hoping her story will stop other parents from feeling the same pain.
I just want the person on that other line held accountable for what he did not do. He did not do his job that night. There needs to be better training. He needs to be fired. Something needs to happen so it doesn't happen again. I don't want anybody else's baby without oxygen for 4 minutes.
And as we mentioned, Onslow County won't share the name of who took the call, nor would they say if that person still works with them because they said it's a personnel issue. The 911 director I spoke to acknowledged that it's possible the telecommunicator froze up when the console malfunctioned, but that even if they weren't EMD certified, someone else in that room at the time of the call should have known those instructions. WITN remains committed to getting more answers in the stories that matter most to you. If you have a story that you'd like us to look into, email us at desk@WITN.com.